Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Monolog podcast. This is season 3, episode 10. I am your co-host, Jose, and we are missing a member. We got no Julio, but we got Rick and we got Marcus. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Slowly but surely getting our strength back. It was just me and Marcus with the interview yesterday. Glad to have you back, Rick.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
how did the interview go? You guys have fun with that?
Hey, that shit was loads of fun.
That was dope. Yeah, hopefully we'll get another cosplayer so you can join for that one.
For sure.
Cool. All right, well, let's start off this week's show with this woman who ate 32 sushi rolls at this all-you-can-eat buffet and had to be rushed to the hospital. Did you guys hear about this one?
No, I didn't, but I did read the article.
It was a local woman, right?
Yeah, she's from the Bay Area. So it was, I think her name was Danielle Shapiro.
Yep.
24-year-old, and was at this restaurant in Mountain View called Sushi 85. And she must have been trying to get 85 sushis to match the name of the restaurant. But she ate 32, went back home, and
good God,
ended up not feeling so. I think she was feeling pretty miserable and had to be rushed to the hospital afterwards.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
and my question is, how much does it cost to go here?
$50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a $50 all-you-can-eat sushi bar.
$50 a head?
Yeah.
Yep, a head.
Okay. So she's probably trying to get her money's worth. I mean, what do you need, like at least 4 rolls?
No, she ate 32. So 8 in each. She had some California rolls.
So 32 rolls in total, In
total.
Okay, so the way I understood it, I thought it was like 32 pieces.
And then apparently on the way home, she said like she felt full, so she went to her boyfriend's house to go to sleep. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, she started having stomach pains and shit. So her grandma and her boyfriend rushed her to the hospital. And that's when she discovered that she is suffering from acid reflux.
That's why you don't eat that much. And then she's probably lying down, letting
that's 246 pieces.
And
I mean,
and fucking, she apparently is not turned off by sushi. Like, she said, this is not going to deter her from eating it. She'll just be mindful next time and go at a slower pace. I'm like, it wasn't the fast pace, bitch. You ate 32 fucking sushi rolls. And if you eat that much goddamn rice, along with whatever the hell else is in it, rice expands inside your stomach.
Yeah, I mean, maybe eating it slower will help her get that signal that you're full, you should stop eating. But I think it's safe to say with that hospital bill, she's in the red with negative now. Like, she did not really get her money's worth because she paid with the hospital bill.
I'd rather just eat like 8 and call it a day, if that.
For sure.
Like 8 pieces. Yeah.
Like you can't.
So
can't
she
get
went
into
through all that. She went through all that just to find out it was acid reflux.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, we've all been to Hometown Buffet,
yes,
right?
Sir.
How many times have you gone for seconds or thirds? I think it's slowly but surely closing because of the pandemic. Fuck. You know, buffets aren't just really hygienic.
Good point.
Yeah, I think I've gone 2-3 times back up for something, but usually the portions diminish as I go back every time. You know,
that
first initial plate is loaded. The second one is loaded. A couple of other things you wanted to at least taste, and then the third, if applicable, dessert. And Jose, you're a dessert first man, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I start with dessert. You know, just in case there's no room for dessert, I make a priority. Start with it.
Cheesecake, nice. Here I come.
Yeah,
See,
buddy.
My thing at buffets is I avoid a lot of the fillers, so I avoid a lot of like the mashed potatoes. I try to get, like you said, right in that first sitting, you want to get the expensive stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then on that second go around, maybe you'll toss in some veggies and some of the fillers to kind of like even it out, because you, like you guys said, you do have to eat a lot slower. This woman might have avoided all of this had she ate a little slower.
Yeah,
but I'm not going. I'd give it a shot too. I'm not gonna lie. All you could eat sushi. Come on.
Yeah, All right. Well, something that should have been avoided as well, and it's kind of tying to what Marcus is wearing right now, that Niner jersey, is a sad Cowboy fan that was actually out with his side chick. So can you tell us more about the story, Rick?
Yeah, for sure. So everybody saw the game, not this weekend, but last weekend, where the Cowboys go down to the 49ers.
Remember this face?
And lo and behold, you guys remember this guy, right? He's definitely one of the more famous memes that went up. I mean, they actually put this guy on the big screen.
I'm sorry, but I'm thinking to myself, like, my girl probably watching this shit right now.
Bro, so this was from the Cowboys game, but this week when they were when Green Bay lost the game, they actually put a cheese head on him and changed the star to the Green Bay logo. Yeah, it was. So this dude's gonna be a living meme forever. But turns out that he actually, so homeboy takes 3 L's that weekend. 1, his Cowboys lose. 2, his girl, as you guys can see on the screen, finds out because people started taking screenshots or pictures of him at the stadium with that girl and sending it to his girlfriend on social media.
Damn.
Turns out he had told his girl that he was going to be out there with the boys. It was a boys' trip. So the girlfriend proceeds to call him out on social media, letting everybody know who he is and, you know, how they're done. And now it's her lying ass ex. And turns out homeboy is a serial killer. Nah. He kills relationships for sure, but he's a serial cheater.
Killer. I'm reading this shit, and she says, I normally wouldn't post my business, but literally my phone is blowing up. And while I appreciate you guys sending me this picture, I don't need to see it anymore.
Yeah. And the last L that this man took was accepting that haircut.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I may not be the most clean-cut guy, but that dude looks like he got in a fight with some tweezers.
Is that called the yank? Because it looks like they yanked his fucking forehead all the way to the top of his head.
It's a horrible look.
They yanked his joy right out of it. Look at him.
Oh, Pee Wee Herman haircut looking ass.
How come either his girl or his side chick didn't tell him that hair was a mistake?
She didn't give a fuck.
The side chick didn't care. She was on a trip.
I guess if you got the money, you can let a bad haircut
slide. Life goes.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah. That dude, I mean, I'm not going to lie, he's ballsy because not that I'm condoning cheating. Nobody should ever cheat. If you're not happy, leave the relationship, move on. But how do you go to such a public spectacle and not think about the repercussions that could happen if you get caught doing something that you're already not supposed to be doing?
And it's on national TV. And let me guess, you probably thought, oh, she's probably not going to watch the game because she's not into sports.
This is America.
She may not be into it, but it'll get to her.
She'll find out.
You know, just like everybody was sending her that picture. She's like, I got it, guys.
And I know for a fact they probably put his picture up on the news.
Bro, and you know he became a meme, so everybody watches memes.
Shit. You can't even go to the liquor store without nobody recognizing your ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, but yeah. So that's all we have on this story. Hopefully this guy turns his life around. Primarily not cheating, secondary, stop being a Cowboys fan.
Stop being a Cowboys fan, and if you're going to keep being a serial cheater, avoid cameras.
For real, bro. Discretion is supposed to be your best friend. Mm-hmm. This is not me teaching, trying to give you pointers. By the way, I don't condone none of this shit.
But if we want pointers on how to parent children, or at least birth a lot of children, we got to ask this guy in California, who a DNA test proved this milkman fathered 800 children.
And let's take a look at Mr. Rogers right now. So this guy was a milkman in the San Diego area for the 50s and 60s. And he would supply, his neighborhood with containers and shit. Yeah, pretty much white water. And a majority of his clients were housewives, and a lot of them were, married to servicemen who were probably, overseas. And since he was pretty much the one constant, male in their lives for such a long period of time, they started, like trying to woo him and shit with fucking pies and cakes and casseroles and shit. And
offering up the drugs.
And eventually those pies became cream pies.
800 to be exact.
Yeah, and because a lot of a couple of people in that area had like noticed that they don't really look like their siblings, and they started to wonder. I don't know how they tracked this dude down, but they tested his DNA, and after double checking it and shit, it revealed that it was 800 plus kids. And this dude over here saying, well, I always thought I was stale because me and my wife never had kids. In fact, hold on, wait. There was a quote. Yeah. All these years I thought I was sterile. My wife and I never had any children. To think at the age of 97 to hear such news, what a blessing.
So this guy's a cheater too?
Yeah, bro, yeah. Damn, we double trouble. Shit. I now feel so fulfilled and cannot wait to meet all my children.
Well, no wonder he didn't get his wife pregnant. He's using all his good shots on these other
bro.
women.
You blow your load on, Mrs. fucking Danvers in whatever house she's in. What'd you expect?
My man was showing up home with an empty clip.
For real. Thought you were sterile, bro. Nah, bro. Tank's empty.
Nah, bro.
And here's my thing, though. You're excited to meet them. I don't think they're excited to meet you, bro. Because I'm betting a lot of fucking families were destroyed because you went and impregnated their mama.
There's probably a high possibility that he has a kid with a birthday every day of the year.
With because of the statute of limitations, he is not liable for any missed child support or any kind of charges or whatever the hell.
But how could he be, even if we were within the statute of limitations, like how could he be liable if he was never informed?
Yeah, and it's not realistic.
Well, I mean, there was a guy who some chick wrote his name on the birth certificate and she had never met him. And she was trying to get child support out of him.
That was crazy.
Yeah, bro. And they almost granted it. Until she said, like, I never met this man, never had sex with him. I just needed somebody's name on the birth certificate. But like, bitch, leave it blank.
Wow, yeah. That's 800. Could you guys imagine having 800 kids?
Hell no, Genghis Khan.
No, and if basically if this is the going rate for selling kids, that could be a lot of money because we have this woman who is trying to buy a child for $500,000.
Dude, okay, so let's head out to Texas. So from San Diego to Texas, this woman's name was Rebecca Lynette Taylor. Mm-hmm. Apparently, she decided to approach an unnamed. So the affidavit does not name the woman that she approached, but she approached the woman at a self-checkout line at a Walmart. Of course, it's got to be Walmart. When she spotted the lady with her two children, she commented on how much she appreciated the children's blue eyes and blonde hair. When it initially made an offer within the store, made an offer to the woman to give her $250,000 for her child. The mother laughed it off
because she thought
thought she was playing. She thought it was a joke, and then said no, my child's not for sale type of thing. But Miss Taylor started getting a little aggressive with it. Mm-hmm. So the mother waits to leave the store because she was being accosted. So she waited to leave the store until Miss Taylor left, which
she did.
When she realized that she was gone or felt like she had left, she proceeded to her car. At which point, Miss Taylor and another woman approached her again and started screaming to sell her the baby, that she's been looking for a child, to purchase a child for a long time, and she wanted that baby.
Yep.
If she wouldn't take $250,000, she would up the bounty to $500,000.
It's wild.
Yeah,
Bro,
and then even said, "Look, take the money, or I'm gonna take the baby regardless."
And to make shit worse, she told her in the store that she had cash in a car right now. Bro, I'm if I wasn't a law-abiding citizen,
I'm robbing you.
I would have played along, got to the car, I'm like, let's see the money first. Decked your ass, and then took your money and the kids and dipped.
Yeah.
College tuition right there.
Yep.
Bro.
There, man.
College tuition, student loans paid.
I'm taking money to a Walmart parking lot.
Bro, ultimately, the police ended up being called, but Ms. Taylor and her accomplice were not around. So after video footage was reviewed, the police officer managed to, I don't know, get in touch with her because he went to her house and then said that, like, oh, you got to talk to my attorney about this. But she ended up being booked on Tuesday night.
Yep.
And her bail was set at $50,000. It turns out that in that county in Texas,
Harris County,
purchasing and trying to traffic children is a felony.
3rd-degree felony.
Mm-hmm.
So she's now facing felony charges. But she posted bail on Thursday for the $50K. So I mean, I guess she did have the money.
Oh, she had the money.
She did.
So what do you guys think? Would you sell any of your children for $500,000?
No, I mean, as wild as the story is, it actually had something happen to me with Melody. It wasn't like and I laughed it off as well. So we were walking off a Denny's, and there was like a older couple, probably like in their 50s, and they're like, "Oh, what a cute child! Like, can we buy her?" And we just laughed it off and kept walking. But to hear this story, I was like, shit, maybe they weren't joking after all. It might be some real shit.
Say that same shit about my son, and I was like, no.
Yeah, you're like, no, but no, I think like $500K, $1 million, like I would never just sell my child.
My child's old enough.
$1.5
If my child's old enough, hold on. So I'm sorry, but I'm running game on your ass. If my child's old enough, he got a cell phone with the Find My iPhone, I'm going to play along, get the money, follow this motherfucker to their house, and be like, all right, slip out the back window, and let's go get some toys and shit.
I don't think there's any amount of money like you guys are saying that would make me want to sell my child. I haven't even met my child, but like,
yeah,
I don't see any amount of money. It's just crazy that there are people running around here because God knows what the woman planned to do with the actual child.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not even oh, is my kid going to a more loving home? Like, somebody adopting your child, like somebody adopting your child or something like that's far wealthier than you. That's actually offering you something that's a completely different story than some random ass person at a Walmart parking lot.
There are some people that are willing to, so you know how some people will defend this shit saying, well, what if she was, trying to be like a surrogate or whatever the hell? I'm like, isn't that usually when she's still pregnant with the child? And then you get to know that person and the family, so that way you can make sure they're going to a good home. And then you negotiate, how much they're going to pay you and whatever the fuck. That's usually how that works.
And usually when it's a surrogate situation, it's because you're already willing to give the baby up for whatever reason.
Exactly.
Like you might not be able to care for the baby. You might be in a position where you don't feel like you would make a good parent. Whatever the situation is, but it's usually the person that's having the baby that's putting the baby up for adoption. It's not some random person walking up to pregnant people or people carrying babies offering them money.
Exactly.
No, absolutely not.
Almost like she was going to friggin' dissect them or some shit.
Yeah, that was just so weird to me. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that it's a story out of Walmart.
Yeah, one of my managers told me about this story today. Like, she was living like, I just showed my kids this shit. I was like, damn, I would have played along. Got that $250K.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some parents are going to be using this to scare their kids. Like, hey, you better behave. I'm going to sell you $500K.
I mean, didn't our parents try that shit? Well, not well.
No, I mean, when I was younger, one time I remember finding out about like child protective services, and then
I love that story.
Then threatening my mom that I was going to call them, and she tossed me the phone. She's like, "Here, I'm going to dial the number for you. You think you're going to go to a better? You think you're going to go to a better home? You think they're going to love you more than?" I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Let me sit down. Let me just sit down."
Not only that, but the time it's going to take for them to get there is like, you really want to do it? Yeah. But when they get there, you're going to be...
Yeah, by the time they get here, I'm going to be done whooping your ass.
Time they get here, they're going to know why you want to leave.
Yeah. Man, talking about leaving, let's go to Vacaville, California. So we had this Noah's Bagels that had all their employees quit on the same day.
Yep. And I think we got...
Yeah.
We got video.
Oh, let's play the video.
Audio. My bad. My fuck up.
That video shows a group of employees at Noah's Bagel going together to quit their jobs. And this was posted over the weekend. It already has more than 3.5 million views. Beyonce Sarmiento posted the video. She and 15 of her co-workers, they all quit over the weekend, saying their general manager was wrongly fired, and that was the final straw.
Not replaceable, we're not disposable, and you can't just fire somebody and not let them know.
I have never seen anything like this as well, but that shows you how tight our bond is and how close we are together, not just as a team, but as a family.
Now, Noah's Bagel says they take the treatment of all their team members very seriously, and they pride themselves on providing a rewarding work experience. I
find it funny how they always make a statement like this after the fact.
After the fact. So they got to save face.
And we see right through that bullshit. We don't condone this. We care about our employees. Really, bitch? Because you motherfuckers literally just had 15 employees walk the fuck out.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to side with the major corporation, but the people that did quit seem like really young people that were trying to make a statement and probably didn't understand how a work environment actually goes. Like I didn't see one people in any of those videos that was somebody that was actually
older,
actually had something to lose,
like a veteran. Yeah,
like somebody that had something to lose. These seem like first time employees and I don't really know much from who the manager was. Like for all we know, the manager was like one of their close friends, and they got fired for doing some dumb shit. And everybody's like, "Well, that's unfair. He should have just got a warning." And it's like stating to walk out in your class.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
and they
again,
they definitely, like you said, they definitely don't have nothing to lose. Like, I'm pretty sure they all live at home
with their parents.
So losing that job is nothing. They can go get another one.
They're probably gonna go home and be like, "Hey, don't you have work today?" No, we all quit yesterday because Stacy got let go because she probably was not doing something right, and we didn't think it was fair. And her parents are gonna be like, what?"
Yeah.
Like there's justifiable reasons why you quit, and I get I get it. The work conditions is bullshit, and this is just the final straw, and a lot like whatever. But y'all still don't have nothing to lose. Like y'all don't have to. I'm pretty sure none of y'all pay rent. Maybe you pay your phone bill. You probably don't pay your car note. Maybe you pay a little bit on insurance, but I mean you don't have no major bills, which is why walking away from that job is easy for you. But someone like me, I can't just do that. Not unless I got something else lined up.
Nah, I mean, manager, if I was the one that stayed,
you definitely get that promotion.
You want a promotion?
No, but I think you're right, Rick. It has to do with the age and the kind of mindset you're at. Because I remember when I quit a job when I was 24, 25 years old, and I still live with my parents, had nothing to lose, so I was like, I'm gonna walk away. But now
can't do that.
I'm gonna try to make that work.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I could see myself walking away from a job when I was in my early 20s, maybe in my teens, you know, where I'm still at home and it was just like more like pocket change, pocket money that you're making, and you don't quite understand how work, like, because every job is shitty. Like every job has its shitty days. Every job there's days where the job itself isn't even shitty. You're just having a shitty day. And those things that you learn over time where it's like, okay, is this job really that bad? Or am I just looking at it from the wrong perspective?
Yeah. And then to add to it, like one of the team's comments there, or the person's quit, said that they made that statement to show that they weren't replaceable. Well, I think they were going to be replaced pretty soon.
You are replaceable. Like
everybody's replaceable.
Yeah, especially. I mean, I don't know the skill set you need a nose bagel, but I don't think you need to have a degree to work a nose bagel.
You work in the food industry, honey. You're a dime a dozen. Like now, I get what you meant. I get that you're not going to allow. I get that you're not going to allow them to treat you like shit or to just treat you like a slave. That's one thing. But you are replaceable. Everybody at their jobs are replaceable. The only ones are the ones who are, CEOs of a company and they got certain secrets that
even then you see how many CEOs you see.
Yeah, unless you take them secrets to the grave. But I mean, even then, yeah, you're right. Even then, motherfucker, you are replaceable.
Yeah, so you gone, but here's your nice severance package, so you stay quiet and sign this NDA, please.
Dude, that's the crazy thing, and I think we all learned it along the way. Like I've definitely quit jobs thinking like, oh, they're not gonna find somebody like me to do my job. They don't care. They don't care if they find somebody like you. They don't care if they find somebody that does a job better than you, worse than you. As long as the job gets done,
exactly.
And they're making their money, it doesn't matter.
It's funny you mentioned that, Rick, because I know when I leave a job, I'm always curious to see how my replacements do. So I try to find out if they're doing better than me, but I've let that go. Yeah,
right.
Who cares?
Who cares into your job? Just I forgot this stapler.
Oh,
yeah. Who's the new guy?
Yeah.
He looks up and he's like, "Hey there, new Jose."
The new Jose, new improved Jose.
What's up, What's up, Nose? Or Newsay?
Oh man, someone that's actually been kicking ass as well is this Michael Jackson impersonator.
Fucking yeah! So in Vegas, this Michael Jackson impersonator was performing, and then some random guy just showed up and started attacking him. And that's when people pulled out their phones and started recording.
Oh, man.
Oh, we have video of this?
Damn.
God damn. See, I totally read this headline wrong. I thought he was doing it.
I thought it was teabagging his ass for a minute.
He is. He's going.
Damn, it's a smooth criminal.
Bro, I was just thinking that he's like punching him. Annie, you okay? You okay, Annie?
You've been hit by.
He's choking his ass out.
Damn.
That's when everybody showed up trying to get him off.
That's insane. So dude just randomly showed up?
Yeah, so they interviewed the Michael Jackson impersonator on TMZ, and they asked him what happened. He was like, so I'm doing my thing, and this guy just walked up and hit me in the face. So I walked up to him, and I was like, hey, why you hit me in the face? And then dude just started attacking him, and that's when people started pulling out their phones to record. And he was like, I didn't want to hurt him, but, he's a professional wrestler.
Michael Jackson is a professional wrestler.
Yeah, which is why he's like, I knew I had to take him down. That's why I didn't want to fucking hurt him, and I just put him in a headlock and just started to squeeze. And that's when people came in and broke it up, and the cops eventually showed up, and he got carted off. And then they asked well, what'd you do after that? He was like, I went back to perform until 3-4 o'clock in the morning. The show must go on.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna admit, I totally read this headline wrong. I thought when it said he was kicking ass, I thought he was doing like a great job, was the best impersonator of all time, making bank. And then finally he's literally kicking someone's ass.
Yeah, that's just funnier than that SpongeBob that got jumped by them 2 women in New York, I think it was.
That's true.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, random motherfuckers will walk up and attack you for no goddamn reason.
So there was no reason.
No reason that he could specify.
He must have been on something.
That's got to be some kind of crackhead situation.
He was obviously deranged. I was like, you got that from him throwing punches? Because Jesus Christ, that I'm sorry, I'm throwing hands. I'm putting your ass on the ground. Hit you with that Mayweather fucking haymaker.
Seriously.
Put you down like he put Jake Paul down.
Bro.
And then held him up.
I ain't holding your ass. Fuck that. Let you drop like a sack of potatoes. Because I'm pretty sure he was like, fuck, no money.
Damn. All right, well, that's all the stories you got today, boys.
And we're skipping the meme battle for this week, but we will come back strong as hell for next week.
Who won last week? Was that you, Marcus?
Very
all right,
good.
so we officially have our 2-week champion by default.
Man, don't give me that handicap shit.
Default 2-week champion.
Default 2-week champion. But we come back next week with some better memes.
I was ready for you motherfuckers too.
That's funny.
All right, guys. Well, with that, make sure you like this video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't. You can also find us on our social media. We got a Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and a Facebook page. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Later, guys.
Peace.
See you next week.